What is going on, YouTube? Thanks for coming back to the channel. In today's video, what I want to talk to you about is why you need to go all in on your goals and your dreams. And if you don't, then you're going to have so much regret later in life. So the reason that it's so important to go all in on your dreams is because you literally only have one life. And it's cliche, I know, but you legitimately only have one shot at doing what it is that you want to do with your life. And so you don't ever know what happens until you start, follow through all the way until the end. Then you'll find out. But so many people, I think they start on the journey and then they give up. And at that point, you might as well not even start, right? Because you legitimately will never see the result you want until you make it a lifestyle, right? And you continue going. So whatever your goal is, you need to put everything into it. And this is why I think it's extremely crucial that you set huge goals and you uncover your why, the why behind why that is important to you. And what I've found is that if you can make that why something greater than yourself, then it will continue propelling you forward and continue making you, take the necessary actions to achieve the results you want. Because if you only set a goal for you to receive some sort of result, but you're not able to extract more good, help others through it, then when times get tough and you don't feel like following through on these tasks, you will be more likely to give up, because who cares if this doesn't fall through? Just you, right? But if your why and the reason behind what you're doing is to help other people, right, and to make an impact on others around you, then every time where you feel like giving up, quitting, whatever, you will realize that there are so many people counting on you and so many people that want you to succeed. And it might not feel like they want you to succeed because maybe they don't see your entire vision, right? But there are people that want you to win, bro. And it's up to you, are you going to be that person that, achieves the things that they want? Again, not just for themselves, but to help people around them. Now, quick story, when I started to set goals for myself when I was young, right, I always wanted to help other people. Even as a young kid, I always wanted to, put others first and make an impact. But as I got older and, I ran into some issues in my life and I just wanted to fix these problems, I remember, tying it to, I'm just going to do this for myself. And during that time, it was never fun. It was never fulfilling. It only started to become fulfilling, and, my enjoyment and the goals I'm working towards only started to really hit home, hit hard, however you want to frame it, when I started to attach it to, the ability to help other people. And so when I got into the gym and I got into working out, at first, of course, I genuinely did it because I wanted to build muscle and look attractive. And I literally think that is the reason that, I did not see as much of the progress, or really any progress, those first handful of years that I started, because again, I was attaching it to what I wanted for myself. And now after years and years went by and I realized that I literally was able to help so many people with their fitness and their nutrition and mindset. And as a byproduct, they became better individuals that were able to help more people. When I started to uncover the feeling of that is what made me, really pour into my passion and working on my goals. And so my specific passion is fitness, right? And it's helping people achieve what it is that they want to achieve and become the person they want to become. And even if that person doesn't go on and help somebody else, at least I'm helping them, right? And I'm shaping their life. But really what I find is the mentality, the mindset behind our goals needs to shift if we want to make and see tangible results. And again, it's kind of funny because it's if you want to see the results, it kind of ties back again to you and your why. But if you can find a deeper why that will push you, then it will make you continue going harder and harder and harder, right? So if you, for example, have struggled with something in your life, you should make it as a goal for yourself to be able to help people through, the hard times that they've gone through or they're maybe struggling with. And if you can do that, then tapping into the work that goes into these goals will not feel like work. It will not feel like a challenge. It will feel like passion, and it will just flow, and it will just come off the top of your head, because you're putting out the intention of trying to help more people and trying to create an impact on this world. And so as much as it's important to make sure that you have everything you want in your life, and you have the aspirations and you achieve everything you want, it's even more crucial that you put other people first, bro, because that's really what it is at the end of the day. It's why are we on this earth to begin with, right? Like, it's like to help people and to spread love. And I'm huge into my faith, and so I think that really for me it's helping people find their faith and connect with God. And the vehicle that has allowed me to do that has been through fitness, because during the times in my life where I didn't have the physique I wanted, and I didn't have the confidence I wanted, right? I didn't have the people around me that maybe I thought I wanted at the time. Fitness allowed me to pour into myself, develop myself as a person, and really help more people. And it's such a great feeling when, I can help somebody else achieve their goal. It's such a greater feeling than, achieving your own goal. And you've probably been in a situation in your life where, you set this high expectation, this goal for yourself, and you eventually hit it. And even if, you didn't hit that goal, there's definitely been one goal that you set for yourself that you hit, that you were proud of. But like right when that moment comes and that moment happens, you realize that moment vanishes, right? Like you literally achieve the goal, but what's next, right? So it's like you want to be constantly adding new goals in order to continue progressing. And the way I look at it is, if you have a vision or some sort of purpose that is genuinely aimed towards helping people that aren't just you, right? Like other people in worse off situations, or maybe people in better situations that just need what you have to give to the world. When you tie your why and what you're doing to that, then it allows you to go that much harder. And so I urge you to tie your why, I should say find your why. I'm not Dr. Seuss here, but find your why, and then tie your why into what it is that you're doing and the goals you set for yourself. And just watch how the passion and the joy and the fulfillment just flows into it, and how you literally can change your life with the actions that you take daily. But you need to understand what it is that you want, and why do you even want that thing. Sometimes it takes vivid thinking through, quiet time, just what is it that you actually want to do with your life. Do you want to make an impact on this world, or do you not? I genuinely think, deep down, I don't think there's anybody out there that is that self-centered, that does not care about helping other people. I literally think that, all of us want to be able to create some change. But I know that there are people that have gone through circumstances or maybe life challenges that have been tough to deal with and maneuver. And again, this is me talking from personal experience. I've learned that during those times, as much as it was difficult to overcome, and I wanted my problem solved, and I wanted an answer, and I wanted the help that I needed to overcome these challenges and whatnot, these limiting beliefs, I realized that this is the whole point. It's supposed to be hard. The whole point is because it's supposed to feel like tooth and nail, or whatever the saying is, you pushing through over and over and over and over again. It's not supposed to feel great, bro. It's supposed to feel very difficult. But the awesome thing about that is, at the end of that, it feels so good, because you've worked and worked and worked and worked and worked hard on this goal, and you've poured everything into it, bro. And then it pays off, and you literally achieve the thing that you set out for yourself. But again, it's gonna quickly vanish. So you need to tie it to something greater than yourself. So maybe that is you giving back to kids that don't have much. Maybe that's you helping people with getting closer with their faith, or creating a better lifestyle with their health, right? Whatever the case is, you need to tie your goals and your why to something greater than yourself, because that will literally pull you so much further towards that thing. And the reason that I'm still going with my fitness is because I know that I want to help people with fitness. And there were times in my journey, when I say times, like a lot of the time, bro, probably more than half of the time, I didn't feel like working out, right? Like, as much as I'm passionate about it, right, there are still these times where that motivation and that inspiration all fleets, and you don't feel like doing these things. And so even when you have built these habits up, you might still at times feel, some of these negative thoughts come back, and like, oh, there's no point of working on this goal. But if you have set your intention on helping other people, then you have to follow through. You have no other choice. Are you going to let these people down? And also, when you tie it to somebody else and something else greater than yourself, and then you don't follow through, it shows what type of person you actually are. And I don't mean that in a rude way, but it's like, literally, bro, if you tell yourself, I'm going to do good for this world and I'm going to do X, Y, and Z, and then you don't follow through on it, number one, it just shows who you are, but two, it diminishes your confidence, and subconsciously you start thinking of yourself as this person that can achieve these things, cannot achieve these things because, they didn't follow through with the things they said they were going to do, and they continued these bad habits of not following through, and that led to, maybe you not achieving the thing you want. But it's never too late. It's never too late, because I think one thing that will motivate you is knowing that there are probably goals that you set out for yourself one time that you never completed, and the reason you never completed them was probably because you did not follow through. And that should make you upset. That should make you frustrated. Not at, the reward you don't have, but at the person that you could have become. And understand that it's not too late. It's never too late. And there's never such thing as, I messed everything up. Like, I used to be a big overthinker and a big person into like, oh, I screwed this all up. Like, bro, there's no such thing as screwing things up. Like, you make mistakes and you learn from them, and you tweak and you maneuver and you keep going, right? And other times in life, you achieve the things that you want, and those things, again, they feel good for that quick second, but then the nice thing from that is, although it's only that feeling's there only for a second, the confidence and the habits that you gain from following through, they carry with you, brother. So the times that you go through tough circumstances, you set out big goals for yourself and you attack them and follow through, as soon as you do that one thing, it's like a domino effect where you can continue taking more actions and setting larger goals for yourself. And again, if you tie it to something greater than yourself, then it will be so easy to follow through with. And so I want you guys to know that it's possible for you to achieve what it is that you want to achieve. It's possible. It's more than possible. And you should follow through. You should achieve everything that it is that you want to do with your life. You should do this. Why wouldn't you? Why would you not go all in on your dreams? Why would you not want to make an impact on the world? Why would you not, want to do everything that you set out for yourself and said that you wanted to do? Why would you not do these things? I think so many times, we see these YouTube videos, like myself personally, right? Like, we're seeing these videos and we're like, oh, whatever, scroll past it, or like, that video is just some guy saying whatever. Like, bro, no, people literally achieve their goals. People actually accomplish, meaningful things in the world. And if you're not surrounded by people that are accomplishing and, surmounting, in a sense, these big feats and, making change, then it's harder to see that it is possible, it is true. But I'm telling you, bro, it is. And so you need to put yourself in an environment where, you can manufacture your mind for success, right? Because we have the power to create what it is we want to create. So if you have a perspective on life, that perspective is a lens that allows you to see everything clear or blurry or somewhere in the middle. And so depending upon your perspective and how you look at things, this will in turn, lead to whatever it is that you set out to accomplish and follow through with. But it gets so much easier to follow through when the vision, the mission, and what you're looking to do is not just for you, but it's for other people. Because you know that there are people out there that don't have hope or have very little of it, or maybe they don't have role models. You know, maybe people out there don't have the confidence or the motivation, you know, to lose weight or to build muscle, right? Or to, like, you know, whatever it is. There are people out there that genuinely, like, are on the verge of just giving up on themselves, on their goals. And it's really up to the good people and the people that can portray a message around the world to help these people. And I'm a big advocate of, like, if you have some sort of information, if you have some sort of message that is able to help people, then you should share it with people, because if you don't and you hold it in, that's wrong. Why would you not share the messages that you have, especially if they're insightful and, you know, you've gone through things in your own life? Why would you not help other people through that? The only reason to answer that question would be, you know, that you are embarrassed about what the situations you've been through are, right? Or you have some sort of ego. But, like, when you understand that, like, people literally go through hard times and they don't have others around them, and like, maybe they give up on themselves, right? Or they give up on their goals. But what if there was somebody that had the opportunity to put a message in front of that person's face, their eyeballs, whatever, and that message, you know, resonated with that person and allowed them to make a change in their life? And imagine if that change led to a domino effect, where because of the message that you had inside, instead of holding it in, you decided, I'm gonna go share it with whoever. I'm gonna spread, like, the positivity I have. And because of that, somebody saw that video, even if it was one view on your video, right? Like, or whatever, somebody heard that message, and because of that, they were able to get out of the funk that they were in, right? And they were able to help people that they weren't able to before, because they didn't believe in themselves. So it's such a good feeling when you can tie your why and what you're doing to something greater than yourself, and having a purpose ultimately will push you that direction. So find your purpose. I think I might tell the video that find your purpose. It is straightforward as it is. We all have a purpose in this world, and bro, your purpose is not to go to the bar on the weekends and drink it and just waste your life. That is not your purpose in life. I don't care who's watching, bro. This is for you, all of you guys watching. Like, if you genuinely think that, like, the purpose of your life is to work a normal job that you don't really like, I'm not saying this is for everybody. Some people watching this probably love their job, and that's awesome. But what I'm saying is, like, if you are in a situation where you don't like what you're doing throughout the day, and you're going out on the weekends, right, and just, like, partying, whatever, like, throwing away all your problems temporarily, it's never gonna feel fulfilling, bro. And I was in that spot in the past where, like, I'm working this job that I hate just because, like, I'm thinking, like, this is all I have for me, right? And I'm not tapping into that potential I have. And so, like, during that period of time, I was not fulfilled, and I wasn't able to help people as much with fitness because I wasn't putting all the actions in, right, towards my goals. And so you don't want to spend your life doing the things now that bring you short-term pleasure, but long-term keep you unfulfilled. You don't want that. You want the complete opposite. You want things now that they're not going to be always boring in the right now, but oftentimes they will. They will be boring, hard, they'll suck. And bro, that's just what it is. That's just how life is. You just have to get over that. Life sucks sometimes. I hate when people say life sucks, bro, because life is actually great and life is amazing. But again, it's your perspective. How do you look at these things? But literally, you have so much purpose. You have so much calling. Like, stop wasting your life. Stop wasting your potential, bro. Like, I'm telling you from the bottom of my heart, right? Like, you can achieve things that you set your mind to, but you need to understand why. Why is it that you want to do these things? And when you can uncover that why and dig deep and find the emotion behind it. When I say emotion, what I mean is, how does that make you feel? Does that make you feel sad? Does that make you feel motivated, empowered? Does this make you feel confident? Whatever that feeling is, when you think through why you're doing what you're doing, it's either going to be some sort of emotion or some sort of, destination that you want to get to. But either way, it's tied back to the emotion. So if you understand that, like, what you're doing right now is, say, working on your fitness goals because you don't feel confident, right, in the gym, or you don't feel confident with your shirt off, or maybe you don't have belief that you can actually achieve these things. If you have that feeling of sadness, lack of confidence, lack of motivation, desperation, any of these negative feelings, you need to uncover, like, why is it that I have these feelings, and think through deep, what can I do to help make sure that other people don't have to go through this, or at least not nearly as much. And so, for example, if you feel like, okay, I'm going to the gym because of I have lack of confidence, for example, your why, I'm not going to tell you what your why is, but your why potentially could be, oh, I've struggled with my own confidence in the past, and I know how much that affected me, and how much, that made me feel like I was worthless, right? So I want to make sure and prevent other people from going through these things, because I know that it was not easy when I was in those shoes. So why am I going to allow this pain and this tough circumstance to just happen as an individual when I can help this person, right? So if you uncover your why, you will realize that it's so much easier to follow through on the things that you're doing. And, as a byproduct, it becomes so much easier to achieve your goals, which is great. But most importantly, guys, it's such a fulfilling feeling when you're able to help people without making it just about yourself. And when you can give back, giving is literally the most gratifying feeling in the world, because when we're just getting things that we want and we're just achieving the goals we want, it only feels good, again, temporarily. But after some period of time, we realize that, life goes on, right? And so it's like, okay, who's going to care at the end of the day that you achieved your goal besides you? And especially a couple weeks down the line, you're going to forget about it. So why not make your mission, your vision, and your why to help people that are in circumstances that, either you've been in, or that maybe you have an advantage to help that person. Find your why, because when you find and uncover why it is that you're doing what you're doing, it will continue pushing you in directions that you never even thought possible. So understand what it is that you want in your life. Follow through with the things that you need to do, and if you don't know what to do, you need to find somebody that's going to give you the steps, or you need to spend the time figuring it out. But either way, bro, people accomplish things in life. People achieve their goals, these dreams, these amazing things people do. And you could be one of them. Maybe you are one of them watching and you've already achieved great things. That's awesome. But tie it to something greater than yourself. And, doing that will give you the most freeing feeling in the world, because you're literally impacting the world. And the reason that you're here is to do that, right? The reason that you're on earth here is to help other people and to make a change on the world. And so imagine in 500 years from now, where every person ever is gone, but there are still people that are spreading a positive message and helping other people and having this domino effect because of you all that time ago, right? You truly never know what one action can lead to. One action can lead to a domino effect, or a snowball effect, or whatever you want to call it, where next thing you know, you've changed the lives of many people because you decided to make that important to you. And so in all of this, I guess summing up is like, as a byproduct, you're still going to achieve your goals, which is awesome. That's just kind of like a bonus freebie. But most importantly, it's such a great feeling when you're helping other people, even if you don't realize at the time that you're helping other people. I promise you, there is somebody out there that, is is struggling, is looking for help, and needs some words of encouragement or some sort of just message. And I think that probably all of you guys, like literally every single one of you guys, in one shape or another, can help these people with these issues. But you need to find like why it is that you are here on this earth, and what really is your purpose and your true calling. When you figure out what these things are, you will literally fall in love with life, and you will, you will start to just become the individual that you know deep down you are capable of becoming. And when I said that, I know that stuck with a couple of you guys, because literally there are people that achieve these things, and it is possible. So tie your why to something greater than yourself, because you can literally change so many lives. And why not do that, bro? Why not help people if you have the opportunity? So if you stayed all the way to the end, I appreciate you guys checking out this video. I really want to just, again, like, share my message with you guys, because truly you have the power to unlock all of the things that you want in your life, and to help all the people, and to achieve everything. But you need to manufacture your mind, so you put yourself in an environment where you can succeed, you can win, and you can excel in anything and everything. Because again, the whole reason we're doing this is to help more people. And have you ever noticed that winners, people that are highly successful, people that have, whatever it is, right? Like, they have a message to share, those people make impact on the lives around them. And you could be that person for somebody else. So why not? Check out my Instagram at JStroudFit if you guys want to see workout content. But yeah, guys, I appreciate you staying to the end, and truly find your why, uncover what that is for you, and it will allow you to literally shift your life. Because that's what we all want to do here, is we want to shift to the next level, right? And if you could shift 3, 4, 5 levels up by attaching what you're doing to something greater than yourself, then it will continue pushing you further and making you take more action than ever necessary. And we all know what happens when you take way more action than necessary. Bro, you don't lose. You don't lose, bro, if you take more action. So take action, bro. But again, you first need to find why. Why are you doing these things in the first place? And when you do that, things start to really unlock. So stay to the end, or I should say, thanks for staying to the end. You guys are goated. Stay tuned.